So what's happening? It's Big K. We back in this thing. K2 Gutty sleep with a cut of Patron. You know the big dog want to tell me to talk. So we got more Drake news, Drake and Kenny news. We here to talk because apparently Charlamagne, the god, basically tells Drake to shut the F up after seeing Aubrey. After seeing Kendrick's MetLife show. Basically, hey, we all know Charlamagne. Like, I wouldn't say he's not fond of Drake. He's not really like a Drake fan. He does recognize when the nigga does have a hit. He does recognize when, hey, that the nigga has made hits and it is what it is. But I think certain moves Drake does, and I think he likes Drake more when he raps compared to the R&B type of shit. Which at this point, bro, like, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers who want a Drake full rap album. He tried to do that with Scorpion, giving us an A side and a B side. But like, bro, like this nigga is in too many genres and he has to appeal to multiple aspects in a fan base. So like, bro, you're not gonna get a full rap out. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what niggas want, to be fair. Like, it is what it is. But again, so basically, they went to go see the Kendrick and SZA tour at MetLife. And it was probably a good show. Like, again, they probably shut it down. With that being said, I don't know, he told him to shut up because the whole UMG case. I don't know if there was an amendment or whatever was going on because of the whole Not Like Us situation. So that's probably why they're discussing now. Again, does Charlamagne look like a hater sometimes when it comes to Drake? Yes. But even with that being said, he does have a point. I'm not going to sit here and act like he does not have a point. Shit. And like I've been said, even though Drake, this lawsuit's going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if UMG's doing some fuckery. Again, like I said, these record labels be on some bullshit from time to time. And after watching Sinners at this point, the record labels is the vampires. They're gonna suck you dry. But with that being said, we're not gonna sit here and act like Drake hasn't benefited from some of this shit. And that's my only critique of Drake. He probably has benefited. Sure, maybe it might be a little bit unbeknownst to you, but you still did benefit from it. But anyways, let's keep going. So Charlamagne, the God, on the Breakfast Club also discussed Kendrick Lamar's various Drake diss tracks in the Grand National Review. Also, yeah, of course he's gonna do them. Who gives a fuck? Even though, yes, they're not on what's that shit? The Grand National GNX album. He's still gonna drop that shit. Great album, by the way. Niggas don't talk about that shit enough. Great fucking project, man. Kendrick rocked the stage at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium on Thursday night, May 8th, and Charlamagne the God absolutely loved it. The SZA and Mustard assisted Grand National tour stop got a glowing review from the radio host on the Breakfast Club, as caught by Victor Bays on Twitter. As the cohort discussed these shows and the tour as a whole, Charlamagne even threw in some big shade at Drake and his defamation lawsuit, while the rest of the Breakfast Club had other things to emphasize. Charlamagne the God wanted to focus on Drizzy. Yeah, Drake just needs to shut the F up forever, Charlamagne the God remarked, and I want Drake to know that there is no bigger stage than the culture. As Kendrick said, you can't fake influence. Way before the Grammys, way before the Super Bowl. That record, Not Like Us, was already out of here. Okay, listen, I get what Charlamagne is saying, and don't get me wrong, some of the moves Drake has done have looked a little corny. I'm not gonna sit here and just cap for him or put on a cape for Drake, but at the same time, sometimes some of this shit, now again, the defamation thing is still going on. And don't get me wrong, if Drake wins that shit, he wins that shit. I don't think he's winning against UMG. That's just me. My nigga's going against a corporation. Besides that, gang attack at some time. Alright, my nigga, you doing too much. We understand you don't really like fuck with a nigga, but even still, bro, it is what it is. Anyways. And Drake going to have to sue the world, he continued, because I watched everybody in MetLife Stadium sing the song word for word last night. Kendrick didn't have to say a word. He didn't say a word. As soon as you hear, I see dead people, just performing it once is enough. Most disrespectful diss record of all time. Probably is at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. It probably is. When you really listen to it and you listen to the things he's saying, it's very, very disrespectful. I know that there's been diss records that are... We still might have to have a discussion. But anyways. I know there still have been diss records that are talking about unaliving people and sleeping with people's wives and all that type of stuff. But Not Like Us is very nasty. Then the Breakfast Club host discussed some other parts of the Grand National Tour, such as the favorite parts of Euphoria. Euphoria makes me want to diss people. It makes me want to be in a rap battle, Charlamagne added. Also, they spoke a bit of how the Grand National show is structured, so keep reading and click on the clip at your own risk of more spoilers. As for other tracks Kendrick Lamar performed on tour, he shares a massive back and forth set list of 50 plus tracks with SZA across 7 different parts. Other highlights include Squabble Up, Swimming Pool. Hey, he did Swimming Pool's Drank. Oh, that shit right there. Those in the Wind, Good Credit, and 95. I'm not gonna lie, that ain't 95. Hey, I went back to Mr. Morale in the Big Stand. That ain't 95. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of go. Take out that shit kind of go. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of go. But anyways, yes, again, this is just Charlamagne remarks on the show and shit. We all know he's into Kendrick Hive. He laughs when people rap and shit. And he probably prefers Kendrick as an artist more than Drake. Again, I'm not going to take away the accolades Drake has done. And even if the labels put a little bit of, sprinkles on the records to make them pop or whatever, they will still good records. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect him like, this nigga never put in no work. Again, but I'm not going to go back and forth. At this point, it's just your preference, bro. Who you like more? Do you like Aubrey? Do you like Drake? I can't believe it's been a year plus since probably like Euphoria or whatever dropped. And we still sitting here like, my nigga, this still going on? I don't know. We probably passed the day to a T he dropped Not Like Us. I would not be surprised. Bro, it's crazy. It's really crazy. We've been discussing this for a whole year. And it's not over until this fucking UMG lawsuit is over. Like, we still be discussing this shit. But we'll see what happens. And we'll see what it sounds like when Drake drops his new project. So we will talk about it. We'll see exactly what happens. But besides all that, you already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ that while I'm doing this thing. My name and bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You're trying to hit a little bit more there, man. I'm gone. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all, gang. Aye.